What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be talking about the big question that a lot of people have been wondering over the last week, actually. And the big question is NXT going to invade WrestleMania like they did a Survivor Series? So, here's the thing. If you guys watched the Royal Rumble, you will know that Charlotte Flair had won the Women's Royal Rumble match. And now she gets the opportunity to challenge for any title she wants. However, she said that she's already won the Raw Women's title, she's already won the SmackDown Women's title, and now she wants to win all the gold. And by that, I mean the Raw Women's title, the SmackDown Women's title, the NXT Women's title, the NXT UK Women's title, and the Women's Tag Team titles as well. Who shows up? None other than Rhea Ripley from this past Monday. This past Monday, Rhea Ripley debuted on Raw. And apparently, the world wants to see Charlotte Flair battle Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's title. Honestly, I love the idea. I think it's a great idea. It's a great way for NXT to show off what they're really about when it comes to the big stage that is WrestleMania. Yes, they did get a taste of it at Survivor Series, but I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like they need to excel. They need to give. I feel like WWE should give NXT that major upgrade, if you will. Put them on the big stage that is WrestleMania, and let them showcase to the entire WWE universe what they're really about. Now, we do know that later tonight, at the time of this being recorded, it is actually Wednesday the 5th. Wednesday, February 5th. It's actually 2:06 p.m. So by the time this video gets put up, it will be the same day, probably around 2:30 ish, I would say. So we are about 2.5 hours away from NXT, where we will see Charlotte Flair for the first time in over 5 years show up in NXT, and apparently and supposedly she's going to reveal whether or not she's going to challenge Rhea Ripley or not, because Rhea Ripley challenged Charlotte Flair. Literally, she challenged Charlotte Flair for WrestleMania, and tonight we're going to find out whether or not we see that match come to pass. Honestly, I would love to see that match. It'll be a great way to it'll be a great way for it'll actually be a really excellent challenge for Rhea Ripley. Just give me 1 second. Shoutouts to Dr. Pepper. Awesome. Not sponsored, just love Dr. Pepper. Anyway, so the last time we saw these two women in the ring at the same time, it was Survivor Series in that traditional women's match. Honestly, it was actually really good. It was an awesome match. It was awesome to see so many different combination of matchups that we could potentially see in the near future. You know, obviously Rhea Ripley and Sasha Banks, Candice LeRae, and Nikki Cross, and even also Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. So many combinations. The possibilities were endless. And now, obviously too, at the Royal Rumble we saw over almost literally a dozen NXT superstars, both male and female, show up in their respective Royal Rumble matches, which honestly was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely mind-boggling. So it was pretty cool to see that. But I think honestly, if there were three titles that if there were three titles and four superstars from NXT slash NXT UK that I would want to see at WrestleMania, hands down, the NXT Women's title, the NXT title, and the NXT UK title. And then in terms of the superstars, hands down, Johnny Gargano, Walter, Ilya Dragunov, and I would say Rhea Ripley. Again, going back to Rhea Ripley, I think that would be cool. And truth be told, there were a lot of reports saying that NXT and NXT UK will invade WrestleMania. If this is true, then this will probably be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. This will be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And I think, thinking about it now, I mean, as we've seen, if obviously we saw last year's WrestleMania, we saw, oh my God, we saw so many superstars, compete. We saw Candice LeRae, we saw Io Shirai, Kairi Sane. There were so many. We even saw Ricochet and Aleister Black in their big match, their big debut, their big WrestleMania debut was last year, competing in that Fatal 4-Way for a shot at the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It was absolutely incredible. So I think WrestleMania, NXT, I love it. I think it'll be great. Again, in terms of dream matches, definitely Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. Definitely Walter versus Braun Strowman. I want to see that. Because I know that because I know that if Walter was to chop Braun Strowman like he did as a Survivor Series, it wouldn't end so well. Yeah, it would not end so well. What other matches would I want to see? Definitely Becky versus Shayna. I want to see that. Definitely want to see Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Keith Lee and Roman Reigns. I want to. Ooh, that would be a good one. That would be a cool one. Bayley and Candice LeRae. Again, there are so many combinations. I don't even know. I think it's, again, great. I think, again, excellent idea. If Charlotte Flair does accept and she does go for Rhea Ripley, and if Charlotte Flair wins, she'll be going back to NXT, which that would be interesting. But anyway, guys, those are just my thoughts. I know that this was a relatively short video, but I had to get it all off my chest. Again, I think it was a great. I think this would be a great idea. We saw it happen at Survivor Series, and we did see it at last year's WrestleMania, so we could see it again at this year's WrestleMania. So again, those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this whole thing. And that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you would like to send me, my address will be at the top of the description below. So send in that fan mail, because I would love to read those letters, and see what you guys think about the channel and whatnot. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.